When a woman begins to see someone else, certain changes in her behavior and attitude may become noticeable. These shifts can be subtle or more pronounced, but they often reflect a deeper shift in her emotional focus. One of the first signs might be her increased attachment to her phone. She may become unusually protective of it, ensuring it's never left unattended or within your reach. This heightened secrecy often accompanies a sudden change in her appearance, particularly when she's heading out. She might start dressing more meticulously, choosing outfits that are noticeably different from her usual style, perhaps aiming to impress someone new. Her demeanor may also shift in subtle ways. You might notice a different kind of smile, one that seems forced or distant, possibly masking feelings of guilt. She may also become unusually interested in your schedule, asking detailed questions about where you'll be and when. This could be an attempt to avoid any potential overlap or confrontation. During moments when you're not directly engaged in conversation, she might avoid eye contact, appearing distracted or lost in thought. Her emotional responses may become more volatile, with sudden outbursts of anger, especially if you question her whereabouts or activities. She might even turn the tables, accusing you of being overly suspicious or controlling. Another potential indicator is her grooming habits. If she suddenly starts paying extra attention to her appearance, such as keeping her armpits meticulously clean or maintaining fresh makeup and perfume after a long day, it could suggest she's preparing to meet someone else. Similarly, her phone habits might change. She may begin regularly deleting messages or clearing her call history, ensuring no traces of communication remain. In intimate moments, you might notice her introducing new or unfamiliar behaviors, which could hint at experiences she's had elsewhere. Her interests and conversations might also take a noticeable turn. She could develop a sudden fascination with a particular music genre, cuisine, or cultural topic, possibly influenced by someone new in her life. Additionally, she might start referencing surprising details about men, such as grooming habits or physical traits, which she never mentioned before. These subtle shifts in conversation could be clues to her changing focus. Her availability and communication patterns may also change. She might become erratic in responding to your calls or messages, often leaving you waiting for a reply. There could be times when she's entirely unreachable, offering vague explanations about work or other commitments, even on weekends or holidays. Her social life might also shift, with more frequent outings with friends, often excluding you from her plans. During these outings, she might return home unusually late, offering excuses that don't quite add up. In more intimate settings, you might notice a growing distance. She may recoil from your advances, showing little interest in physical closeness. This could be a sign that her emotional and physical energy is directed elsewhere. Additionally, her involvement with your family or shared social circles might diminish as she begins to detach herself from the life you've built together. During conversations, she may seem increasingly unfocused, as if her mind is elsewhere. This lack of engagement can be a telling sign that her thoughts are preoccupied with someone or something else. If you've observed these changes in her behavior, it's important to approach the situation with care and open communication. Relationships evolve, and understanding these shifts can help you navigate the complexities of trust and connection. It's also worth paying attention to her emotional responses and how she handles conflict. If she becomes defensive or overly sensitive when questioned about her actions, it could indicate that she's hiding something. For instance, if you express concern about her late nights or sudden changes in routine, she might react with anger or deflection, turning the conversation back on you. This kind of behavior often stems from a place of guilt or fear of being discovered. Another subtle but significant change might be in her scent. If you notice an unfamiliar smell on her, such as a different cologne or the absence of her usual fragrance, it could suggest she's been in close contact with someone else. Similarly, if she seems to rush through her hygiene routine or skip showering altogether, it might be a sign that she's trying to cover up traces of an encounter. Her social media activity might also provide clues. If she suddenly becomes more secretive about her online presence, such as locking her accounts, changing passwords, or avoiding tagging you in posts, it could indicate she's trying to hide her interactions with someone else. On the other hand, she might become unusually active online, posting more frequently or sharing content that seems out of character, possibly to attract attention from a new interest. In some cases, her financial habits might change. She could start spending more money on herself, buying new clothes, accessories, or beauty products without a clear reason. Alternatively, she might become secretive about her expenses, avoiding discussions about money or becoming defensive if you ask about her purchases. These shifts in financial behavior could be tied to her efforts to impress or connect with someone new. Her energy levels and mood swings might also fluctuate unpredictably. One day, she might seem unusually happy and carefree, while the next, she could be distant and withdrawn. These emotional highs and lows can be a reflection of the internal conflict she's experiencing as she navigates her feelings for someone else while trying to maintain her relationship with you. If you've noticed a combination of these signs, it's important to approach the situation thoughtfully. Jumping to conclusions or confronting her without evidence can lead to unnecessary conflict. Instead, consider having an open and honest conversation about your concerns. Express how you've noticed changes in her behavior and ask if there's something she'd like to share. Creating a safe space for dialogue can help both of you address any underlying issues and decide how to move forward. Ultimately, relationships require trust, communication, and mutual respect. If you feel that her actions are causing you pain or uncertainty, it's important to prioritize your emotional well-being. Whether the relationship can be repaired or not, understanding the situation clearly will help you make informed decisions about your future. Remember, every relationship is unique, and the key to navigating challenges lies in empathy, patience, and a willingness to confront difficult truths together.